So I'm gonna just chill. Oh wow, people are already here. How about that? Wouldn't you know? I'm gonna go ahead and post this on Snapchat. Or not Snapchat, Instagram story. And then we can get things rolling. Live on YouTube. Oh, how do I spell YouTube? Here you go. Sweet. Is he streaming? Yes, I'm streaming. So there's 22 people in here. Wow, this is off to a better start than I figured it would be. How about that? So, wow, you guys are commenting a lot. This is hard to read. Why am I not in the duck hole? Because it's freaking piss pouring rain, freezing. That's why. Kind of sucks. We went on geese the past 2 days, and shot 10 on Friday and 2 yesterday. I'm not gonna post the video from yesterday because it was just bad. It was terrible, man. And I hit a deer yesterday morning with my truck, so I'm gonna make a video on that. So that's gonna be fun to fix. The whole front quarter panel, the rocker panel, the light, the grill, the bumper, it's all toast. So it's probably somewhere around $6,000 worth of damage. So that'll be fun to fix. But yeah, I was sitting here cleaning my gun, and I'm like, well, I'm already here, so why don't I just go ahead and do a live stream? So, Tacoma. Yes, I have a Tacoma. How many geese have you shot this year? I shot 2, 3. I don't know, probably around like 10 or so. I've shot 10 geese in my life, probably somewhere around there now. I don't keep track of how many birds I kill, guys. Like, a lot of people do that, but I'm out there hunting 4 times a week. I just don't have time or really the effort to keep track of how many birds we kill. This is annoying me. I've got the video playing right here. I forgot. I paused it and it just started going again, but yeah, that was annoying. You guys comment a lot of stuff. Do I ever hunt flooded timber? We don't really have flooded timber. We've got a bunch of marshes and lakes and farm ponds, and that's about it. And dry fields, of course. That's if I had to pick my favorite type of hunting, it would be dry fields. I love it. How much are the hats? What's your gun? Well, the hats are $25 for the camo. Luke is having a hard time figuring out how to get the black hats in stock because the wholesalers they're sold out, so we can't get the black hats in. But the camo ones are $25, and this gun is a Benelli Supernova. And if you guys want, you can go to a website and pick up one of these duck girls, and they fit perfectly on your stock. Mine's a little bit beat up because on the Comfortech stock, it's got like this rubber piece, and the bill, the way I had it, the bill on the duck lady just fit right on that crease there, and it just kind of fell off. But she's got a little bit of a bill. But yeah, go and pick one of those up. They're like $3 for 2. We sell them in 2-packs, so you get one. Wow. Okay. Yeah, you get one facing that way and one facing the other way. So you can put 2 on there if you wanted to. But yeah, you guys totally interrupted my gun cleaning. Do you like pump or semi-auto if you had a choice? Honestly, I've only shot a pump. The only semi-auto that I've shot was like I shot Luke's A5 once, so like I don't really have much of an opinion on semi-automatics yet. But I don't know. this Supernova, I'll probably shoot this gun until I graduate college, and then after that, probably upgrade to something different. I don't know what it's gonna be. I'm pretty happy with what I have. I bought this gun last year around Christmas time, and I've hunted half of last season and all of this season with it, and I like it a lot, and I could see myself shooting it for a long time. Just because it's a pump action doesn't mean I don't kill birds, that's for sure. And I'll go through less shells. Luke told me that since he got a semi-automatic, he's gone through way more shells because you take less time. You can just pull the trigger, and you don't have to have a step between it. So it kind of helps you conserve shells. But yeah, when does my hunting season close? Well, our duck season right now, Kansas is zoned out, so then there's like 3 or 4 different zones in Kansas, but we hunt 2 zones. We hunt the late zone and the southeast zone. The southeast zone, you can hunt ducks right now until the January 29th. And the late zone, we can hunt ducks starting next Saturday until January 29th. And then statewide, we can hunt geese until February 13th. So I don't know if we'll be getting a late season geese or not, but that'd be cool. Yeah. Y'all get the ducks and we get the geese. Where do I keep my guns? Well, I live in an apartment, so I just keep them in my closet. I know, like, some of you guys are going to freak out and be like, oh, you need to lock them up, but nah. I just put them in the closet. My Supernova, I don't like to keep it in the case because I left it in the case one time after a hunt. I got back, I was super tired, and I was like, I'm just going to go sit and do nothing. Left my gun in the case, pulled it out the next day, and there's rust on the barrel. I ate through the finish. So I'm pretty sketched out about leaving my Supernova in the gun case, so I just lean it up against my closet. I don't want that rust spreading, you know. But it's just a little surface rust. Wow, you guys are blowing me up here. Somebody just asked me that. When does my duck season end? It ends on the 29th. Do I hunt? Oh, will I hunt any other states next season? Oh, maybe we might go down to Oklahoma. I might go to Missouri. Maybe travel to Nebraska. I don't know. Maybe take a trip to Arkansas. That'd be cool. But it just depends, you know. What's my favorite duck? Mallards, bro. That's an easy question to answer. Everybody knows my favorite duck is a mallard. What shells do I shoot? Well, I shoot mainly Winchester Super X. 2 and 4 shot at ducks, BBs at geese. Have I ever shot any woodies? Yeah, I shot one woody before. That was the last one I ever shot. So Phil, you're telling me to get some moisture absorbers and put them inside my gun case, and I can keep my gun inside the case. That makes sense because I put those little packet thingies, the Silica gel or whatever they're called. I put them in my tackle box to keep my hooks from rusting. Make tips for beginner waterfowl hunters. I was thinking about doing some stuff like this season's been absolutely insane. It's crazy how much stuff is going on. Like if you told me last year all the stuff that we'd be doing right now, I would have called you crazy. But you know, we're just plugging along, and then after the season's over, I'll have time to kind of make tips and tactics videos and maybe do a couple reviews on stuff. And then by the time I'm done with all that stuff, we'll be out fishing, and we're gonna be out there on a lake with somebody who watching my videos. His name is John. We hunted him with him and his brother this weekend, and basically we're gonna go walleye fishing with them quite a bit and really have at it. It'll be a lot of fun. But yeah, stay tuned for after season ends, so then I can make those videos. But right now, it's all about just getting out there hunting. Do I have any ducks mounted? No. No, I don't. I'm poor, people. I don't have money. I don't have a dog because, one, I can't have a dog where I live, and I can't pay for a dog right now. And, you know, it's just, I'm poor. I just don't have time for that. I've never actually had a dog in my entire life. Like I grew up no dog. Grew up in a family that didn't hunt. You know, I just got into this all on my own, and here I am. My dad fished with me, so there's that, I guess. But yeah, nobody else in my family hunts. Come to Ohio and lay out shoot in Lake Erie. Maybe. Yeah, 20 gauges are okay for ducks. You might have a little harder time like making longer shots, but you can knock a duck down with 20 gauge if you're a good shot. I've thought about getting a 20 gauge just for fun to take out and shoot ducks with. What's the most common type of duck besides mallards where we hunt? Teal. Teal are really common. I'd say that's the second most common bird. But that's early in the season. Like last year was weird. We were shooting green wings this time last year. So I haven't shot a green wing since early November this year. Luke, I do not have a Kansas Fisherman Snapchat. I'll think about it, but I like using Instagram. Instagram has those stories now, so like it kind of defeats the purpose of me having to log out and log in to two different Snapchats because of course I've got a personal one. Then I would make one for Kansas Fisherman stuff, but like I don't know. I've thought about it, but Instagram's got those stories now, so it kind of defeats the purpose of having a Snapchat. But then again, you guys can't send me stuff on Instagram as easily as you can on Snapchat. I'll think about it. We'll see. Ever gone bear hunting? No, I have not. I've only hunted in Kansas and Missouri, and bears are not common in either of those states. When are you getting a dog? After I graduate college, and it's most likely not going to be a Labrador Retriever. I really want to get a Springer Spaniel. How do you hunt ducks when the weather is warm? I don't know. I scout a lot, so I figure out where the birds go, and if they loaf around in water. So when it's warmer out, you're gonna have a little better time shooting them over water than you would on fields and stuff. Yes, Cody, I'm gonna make a video talking about what happened to my truck. It's just piss pouring rain right now, so I haven't had time to record. But yeah, that video will probably be up Wednesday. I've got a video coming out on Monday of the geese video from the 2 days ago. Adam, get off of here, dude. I know you're sponsored by Roger and Sitka, but you don't have to ask if I pass out and goat shit. Whose is it if it's Bandit? If it's Bandit, it's mine. And oh my gosh, 2 days ago I shot probably the smallest goose I've ever seen in my entire life. It was crazy. It was a little lesser, and it had to have been just about as big as mallard. We breasted it out, and it was just as big as mallard. It's crazy. My favorite weather to hunt waterfowl in? That's a good question because it used to be I liked cloudy weather and just kind of nastiness, but I've grown to really love like 30, 25 to 30-degree days with strong north winds and sun. That's my favorite day. I love sunny days. A lot of people say they hate the sunny days. I love them because you can see the birds really easily, and you can get a really good hide with shadows. Shut up, Adam. You live in northeast Kansas, and you keep losing power. So I'm like, right? I don't think I'm gonna lose any power today. It's a lot of just kind of rain on the, and then like it'll freeze up on the ground today with this storm. But we'll just have to see what happens. Maybe I will lose power. I really don't know. I do, big whoop-de-doo. Uh, just got back from a duck hunt in Texas and limited out on canvasbacks and mallards. Sick. I haven't shot a canvasback this year. I've only shot one diver duck this year, which is crazy. Adam, why'd you send me that? So let's see here. Yeah, I haven't shot a diver duck this year, which is crazy because last year we shot the crap out of divers, and this year haven't shot any divers. And have I ever killed a speck? Yeah, I've killed. Actually, no. I haven't necessarily killed a speck. I hit one, and then somebody else really killed it. So I don't know if that counts as killing it. How do I cook my goose? Short and sweet version. You breast it out. You take the breast. You brine them for about 5, 6, 7, 8 hours, however long, really. Take them out. Throw them in a crock pot. Cook them for 12 hours on low. Drain them. Pull them apart. Barbecue sauce. Make some bread. Stick it in there. You're good to go. I've been eating the same goose for like a week. Have I ever shot a hooded merganser? Oh my god, we shot so many of those last year. Like, they're not that cool of birds. They're kind of stupid, honestly. I do not like hooded mergansers. I'd rather shoot mallards than stupid little fish-eating bastards. What videos will you make when hunting season will finish? What we expect. Basically, after season's over, I'm going to take some time to kind of do some tip videos, like everybody's been asking about calling videos and tactics for decoys and different things like that. I'll take some time to do that, maybe do a couple reviews on different things that I've found out about this season and start using, maybe go through my blind bag or something like that. And then after things warm up, we'll be out fishing and doing fishing videos. Is this my first live stream? Yes, it's my first live stream. My favorite place to bass fish in Kansas? I can't tell you that. I don't tell anybody where I go to catch fish or duck hunt. I lips are sealed. What editing program do I use? I use Adobe Elements. Why is it? Sorry, Adam Snapchatted me. Adam, you can be featured in this video. Dude, we're gonna get on so many ducks next week, and it's ridiculous. Yesterday we had like 30,000 ducks get off the river in just one big line, just all over, just fly right over our goose decoys. Boy, let me tell you, if we had a couple mojos out in that spread and started calling, we would be slaying the ducks. Single read or double read? Depends. If I'm calling close, I'd like to use my double read. If they're a little farther out, I want to use my single read. I like the quiet tones of my double read when the ducks are in close, but anymore, really, I don't call them into the water or down to the food. I just call them on the corners and let them do the thing. Adam, stop. Do you want me to Adam? Do you want me to feature the Snapchat you sent me on the internet? Waiting for the reply, because Adam, you guys know Adam. He's the one who laughs like an idiot in the disappearing duck video. And he tried to throw a shotgun shell across the pond and it only made it like halfway. It's funny because it's Adam. And he's sponsored by Rogers and Sitka. No, you don't want me to. Okay, I'll just open. Have you ever shot a ruddy duck? I haven't, but I want to. I think they're really cool. They were on the duck stamp last year, I think. Yeah, they were. Wait. Wow. Okay. How many bands have I shot? I have not shot one band yet, and I need to get this band monkey off my back and shoot one already. But shoot, it's probably not gonna happen. I really don't think it's gonna happen at all until it does. I need to stay on the honkers a little more because I feel like you have better chances of shooting banded geese than you do banded ducks. But I sure would love to have a duck band. Adam, if it's banded, it's mine. Do I shoot ducks on the water? Personally, I try my best not to, but there's a couple times this season where I have. Like, I was swinging my gun and at this teal. You see it in the 30-minute limit video, but I was swinging my gun and following this bird because Luke was way off to the left. You couldn't see him on camera. I didn't want to pull over to the left and shoot his way, so I pulled over to this bird on the right, and there was a stick poking up in the blind, blocked my gun swing, so I had to lift it over. And by the time I got over, the duck was on the water, and I just blasted him. Other than that, I think that's really the only water spot I've done. Every time I see a duck on the water, you blast. That's funny. I don't shoot a Benelli Nova. I shoot a Benelli Supernova. It has the Comfortech stock, so then you can shoot goose shells all day long and not feel a thing in your shoulder. Worth it. Don't be thinking I shoot a Nova, people. It's a Supernova. Yeah, Elliot, Luke's a pretty funny guy. I don't know where he comes up with a lot of the stuff he says, but, you know. Whatever. I need to put my gun back together. But, you know, I'm not going to oil this thing too much. Because the more oil you put inside your gun, the more dust accumulates in it. And it also can freeze up in the wintertime. So like when you're out in the field, your gun could freeze up because of the oil. So I try to use as little amount of oil as possible. It's always a tricky one. The trigger assembly. I love the Supernova because it's only like freaking 3 pieces. And you can just, boom, just like that. Put it together. Take the end cap, and then you can push on the. Dang it! I put them in the wrong holes. It happens. That's always the struggle. What's my personal best bass? Probably about 5.5 pounds. Nothing like super ginormous because I don't live in Texas or anything like that. But 5.5, 6 pounds, about 22 inches long. I think that's probably the best one I've shot or caught. I'm still in hunting season. Here, I've shot fish. Personal best bass is 7 pounds. Sweet. I've never made a duck quesadilla. I've made fajitas before. Mossberg 500 to the Supernova. What's the biggest difference? One's a higher quality gun than the other one. This one you can. I've shot the 500 all last season until I got this gun. Now I got this gun, and boy, let me tell you, big difference. And the Supernova can shoot 3.5-inch shells, so that's good when it comes around for geese. You get that little bit extra shot in there to knock them down. But yeah, you can beat the living crap out of this thing, and it'll hold up. Well, I'll wipe it down later. But do I bowfish? No. Super Vinci? No, it's Supernova. Personal best smallmouth? Probably about like that. 10 inches or so. I've only caught one smallmouth in my entire life, so I caught it last year. It was pretty cool. It was a fun experience. Mallards, bro, barrel stickers, total win. We're not doing barrel stickers with them, but I was thinking about doing like little window decals with them or whatever. But yeah, Mallard Record Outfitters is more focused on doing the shirts that say Mallards, bro, than the decals for right now. But yeah, it'll be cool once we get those shirts out. Just gotta figure out how we're gonna get them made. I've got the design made, so stay tuned. But I gotta go change my laundry around right now. But would you guys be cool with just chilling while I go friggin' put my laundry in the dryer? Because I don't want to leave without saying something, you know. Then like new people will come in and then they'll be like, "What the heck is this?" So I need to go and do that. Somebody tell me I can go change my laundry around. Okay, I'll be back. that's done. Oh my god. I need to collab with Hogan Squad. Who's Hogan Squad? Oh my gosh. Every time. Did I kill that buck? That buck's made out of cardboard. My brother got me that, and it's like this little kit that you put together. And I was like, oh, I'll just hang it over my bed in my lovely room with nothing on the walls. We'd be chilling. You ever watch the guys from freelance.com? Yes, I've seen some of their stuff. Can I do a breathing video? I'm not entirely sure what that is. This is a video of me just like breathing. You want me to show my kid? This one that I just got? The closest Augie's ever seen. Adam, was that your buck? Check my email. Oh my gosh. What's up now? You want me to check my email? Whatever. I've gone through 6 duck dogs because I always get near line of fire. Oh my gosh. That must suck. Invest in a dog. I can't have a dog. I don't know how many times I've had to tell people that. It's not that I don't want a dog. It's one, I can't afford it, and two, I can't have one in my apartment. I'll get evicted. That means I won't have a place to live. Just a little short rant for you there. The only thing I can have is fish, and all my fish died. I was a bad fish taker carer. They weren't even my fish. My roommate bought them and put them in my tank when I was gone over the summer. And they were goldfish, and goldfish are dirty as all get out. And I don't know. I want to fill it up with like some sunfish and stuff. That'd be cool. Maybe a couple little bass. Maybe go get a cast net and go down to the river to catch some darters, or maybe do a kick seine or something. That'd be cool. How do I cook my duck and goose? Well, there's tons of recipes. Just go ahead and just look it up online. Google's awesome for that. You know, you don't have to go through an encyclopedia anymore. You just look it up on Google. Oh, my beer tower. You're asking me about my beer tower? Can you see it in this? Oh my gosh, you can. Yeah, there's a little bit of everything. It's mostly just Budweiser, and then there's some Bud Light, Miller High Life, the occasional Natty Light, and Busch Light. But there's one Miller Lite can on there. A lot of Budweiser though. A lot of it. Favorite beers: Budweiser, Coors Light for like just get a 12 pack or something. But yeah. You think I should do wood duck hunting and show you how to breast them out? You breast out every bird the same. Adam's being such a troll. It's ridiculous. Steve, you are 100% correct on that statement. Do I eat diving ducks? Do you eat? I mean, I don't understand how this is like a thing. Like, people question this, but like, yes, when you go hunting, you process the meat and then you eat it later on. So, yeah, I eat whatever I kill. And this one time we shot like one green winged teal after a hunt, so I breasted that thing out and then deep fat fried it right when we got in the house. It was pretty good. Made little duck nuggets. You bread them and you fry them. Favorite duck to eat? I love teal. Teal probably one of the best ducks to eat. They're just so small. But other than teal, I mean, it's all about the same. Shovelers are pretty bad though. Ducks are what they eat. So like if they're eating a lot of like good like stuff that's naturally occurring in marshes, like little seeds and millet and all that stuff, yeah, they're gonna taste amazing. But once they start hitting up the invertebrates and a lot of corn and just high carb energy stuff and high in protein, they're not gonna taste as good as they would if they were just kind of pecking on the salad instead of going to the Pizza Hut, you know. What shot do I use in my shells? 2s and 4s for ducks and double B's for geese. What brand of spinning wing decoys do I use? I personally do not own any spinning wing decoys. I was never convinced that they actually worked until this year, and I still hesitate to put them out on water. I really do. You know, once we put them out on a field, though, oh my gosh, I was convinced since that day that mojos work in cornfields. Make my bed. I'm washing my sheets, guys. I'm being a clean human being. My mom would be proud of me right now. Because she used to always harass me and tell me to wash my sheets. There you go, Mom. What kind of fishing pole do I like? Honestly, I've been using the same fishing pole on my baitcaster since high school. So I'm thinking this spring it'll be time to upgrade to something a little bit nicer. I want to get a Concept A by 13 Fishing and then find a good rod for that one. Probably 7 foot, medium heavy action. That'd be perfect for me. And then I want to get a new rod for my spinning reel. I want to get a medium 7.5. I've got the medium light 7.5, and you know it works, but I'd rather have the medium than the medium light. Oh, what am I going to school for? This is new. Um, I just changed my major last week. I changed from biology with concentration in ecology and biodiversity. So that's basically just wildlife management type of stuff. And I just went and was like, well, this isn't for me, and I changed my major over to business administration. So we'll see how that goes. Geese don't like mojos. Everybody knows that. I've been critiqued in the comment section more than you guys have probably ever been critiqued in your entire life. But everybody thinks I don't know anything when they comment on my videos, which, it's just kind of like, yeah, I knew that. I figured, you knew it. But yeah, I've been roasted because I had mojos going when geese were coming and when ducks were on top of the geese out of the frame. And it's like, well, I know that mojos flare geese, but there's times where you can't run out of your blind and go shut off the mojo. The birds are right there, so you just got to see what you can do with what you got. And then people will be like, well, I'll get a remote. Well, I don't have $60 for a flipping remote, and I don't even own a mojo, so why would I buy a remote if I don't even own a mojo? Just my 2 cents. We'll just see what goes. Slugs work best for the geese. I totally agree. Saturday, Luke shot a freaking goose on the ground like a turkey. I said, kill that bird, Luke. And he pulls up right when the bird lands, and he just puts the bead on the goose's head and shoots it. I'm like, dude, you're going to get roasted in the comments because of that. I'm drinking 100% vodka right now. It's absolute vodka. I'm just kidding, it's water. Good old-fashioned H2O. Cinco King acts like he's a pro bass fisherman, but he has a 2-pounder in his profile picture. That's funny. Something you guys will notice about me when I start making fishing videos is I don't act like I know everything, and I definitely don't know everything there is to know about fishing. That's for sure. I just know what works for me, and I just stick with what I know and do what I do to catch fish, and it seems to do pretty good. And so I'm hoping to learn a lot more by making these videos when fishing season comes around, and learn, because a lot of times with duck hunting, I know a lot about duck hunting because I do a lot of reading, and I'm just out there doing it all the time. Then people comment stuff, and I never seem to think about something that way. I've gotten a lot of good ideas from you guys because of the comments, so I'm hoping with fishing videos coming up, I'll get some good ideas, and you guys will teach me more stuff than I knew originally. So we'll just have to see what happens, and hopefully here in probably about 2 months from now, we'll be making fishing videos, which is crazy. Do I coyote hunt? No. I called a coyote in with a duck call when we were goose hunting one time. That was awesome. Made like a screaming rabbit sound with my duck call. And that coyote came in with about 150 yards. If we had a rifle, we could have killed it. And have I ever pheasant hunted? No. Well, I've been pheasant hunting, and I've shot towards a pheasant that was really far away thinking I could hit it. But no, I've never been actually pheasant hunting and killed a pheasant because Kansas, you have to go out west to pheasant hunt. There aren't too many pheasants in the area where I live. So, plus I spent all my time duck hunting and thinking about ducks and following ducks and geese, and that's all I do. And do I deer hunt? No. I wouldn't mind deer hunting for a little bit next season, but honestly, duck hunting's where it's at. If what I'll do, I'm doing this with Adam next weekend. He's like, yeah, I want some duck meat, but I don't know when I'll go duck hunting. I'm like, dude, trade me some deer meat, I'll give you some duck meat, and we'll be good to go. Because my freezer's pretty chock full of duck meat, which is great. But then I'll have deer meat too, so kills my need to go deer hunting. How far north in Kansas do you duck hunt? I mean, maybe like 30 miles, 40 miles north of I-35. I don't know. I don't really know. We hunt in 5 different counties, so there's that. Oh, so get this. Yesterday when we were driving back from a hunt, um, I always throw my Bigfoots in the back of my truck, my Bigfoot decoys, and I run a rope through their feet to have them hang on. But their feet, they usually just stay in the truck. But, you know, this Bigfoot, the foot came out of the leg. Like, you stick the feet onto the legs, they snap into place, but it came out and it flew out of the rope. I was going 55 miles an hour on the highway, and I just look out my rear view and a decoy goes, Frup, and skids across the pavement. And we turn around, nobody hit it, which is great. And turn around, go and grab the decoy, and all it's got is just like a little scuff on the side and a little bit of road rash on the head. Like, it was awesome. I love Bigfoot decoys. It survived a 55 mile an hour drop onto asphalt and barely has any damage. So we'll just see what else we can be doing here. I'm working on laundry right now and doing some other stuff, and I don't know. School starts on Wednesday, which sucks, but new major, so that'll be interesting. Yeah, Go Drama TIK, whatever that last word is. He says the thing that sucks about Bigfoot decoys is that when the wind picks up, they don't move left or right, which puts a lot of realism into it. Yeah, that's true, but, you know, another thing about it, when the wind does pick up, the Bigfoot sometimes just flop over on their sides. But uh, honestly, I don't think you necessarily need the movement in the spread. If you're doing your scouting and you're where the birds want to be, you're going to have no problems getting the birds in the spread. It's just like using all shells in your spread. It works. If you're where they want to be, you're going to kill birds. That's what it comes down to. It doesn't matter how your decoys look, if they're the best looking decoy on the market or whatever, or if they move a little bit in the wind. It's all a matter of finding where the birds want to be and setting up just the way they like it. Not about how good your decoys look and how much movement your decoys give you. Because if they get in close enough to take a good hard look at how realistic your decoy is, the birds are probably going to be shot at in the next 2 seconds. What's my favorite hunt that I've ever filmed? That's a tough one. Let me think. The mallard beatdown video definitely was pretty great. In your face, cornfield duck and goose hunting. I've got a couple more videos I've been working on for a little while now, and I'll post those when I get the chance and finish them up. But yeah, there's been quite a few really good videos. Got him in an artery. That was a good one. Do I ever use floaters on land? No. I don't see the point, honestly. You can get ducks to come into a full goose spread with a couple mojos. So I don't think I'm personally going to invest in any full body ducks. I'm just going to keep buying more goose decoys because that's what works. And they have more visibility than duck decoys. So yeah. That's just my personal opinion. I don't know if you guys think something else. You need ducks in your spread to get ducks in, but I've killed tons of ducks over just goose decoys. Oh my God, Adam. Goodness gracious. How do I store all my footage on my computer? I have a 500 gigabyte external hard drive, and then I dump the videos from the hunts and kind of organize them. But then once I'm done with the raw footage, I delete it, and then I just save the original video that I post. But I don't delete anything until I know I'm for sure done with it, because that'll kick you in the butt if you delete something that you need. How bad did the deer mess up my truck? Yeah, so if you guys are just now tuning in, I did hit a deer yesterday with my truck. Actually, the deer kind of just hit me. I was going maybe like 15, couple deer crossed the road, and then we slowed down. They hopped the fence, so then I looked, no more deer. I hit the gas to go again, and right as I hit the gas, this deer came full speed running up a hill that was in the ditch. It was a big hill, then up onto the road, and it just boom right into the front quarter panel of my truck. And the front quarter's done for. It's bent in. The headlight is done. The bumper's done. The mounts for the bumper on the right hand side are done. The rocker panel on the passenger side below the door bent in. But honestly, I'm pretty lucky that the airbags didn't go off, because one of those little bumper mounts was like probably an inch and a half away from hitting the airbag sensor, which could have been really bad because that would have totaled my truck that I just got in September. So insurance is going to cover everything except for $1,000, so I just got to pay $1,000 deductible, and it'll be fixed. And I did not end up killing the deer. The deer just ran into my truck, fell down, and ran away. There was just a little bit of blood on my fender flare and some hair, but no, deer didn't die. I wasn't going fast enough to kill the damn thing. He just ran into my truck and beat the crap out of it and ran away. I think it was a buck. I couldn't really tell, but I swear I heard antlers hit the hood. But then I called my mom at like 6:30 in the morning and woke her up, and I was like, this is important. And then she got all pissed off. But then I called her back later in the day. I was like, all right, I got everything figured out. I talked to the insurance company, blah, blah, blah. And then she was fine. I just rudely awoke her. So Colton Baker asked me if I deer hunt. Well, I went deer hunting yesterday morning, but I hit it, but I didn't kill it. That's the first time I deer hunting in 2 years. How do you get permission on private land? You just go knock on doors. But I'll definitely make a video on that, because, I feel like it's something people need to figure out how to do. But, it's really not that hard. You just find who owns the property and knock on their door and ask. When does duck season start up again? It starts up on Saturday, which is going to be pretty great. Yes, that is a fish tank, Luke. How do I duck call so well? Practice. Practice makes perfect. If I told you the one way I learned how to duck call and really hit it hard and learned how to duck call the best was I would seriously just drive around in my truck, going somewhere I'd have the duck calls and just blow my duck calls when I was driving. And last year I really couldn't call either, so I sat in my driveway just sitting in my truck. So then I wouldn't annoy people and stuff like that, but I would sit in my truck and just hammer the calls. I was figuring out how to feeder call. I couldn't do that, and it just takes a lot of practice. And I finally figured out the kind of calling that I really do like, and you guys have probably heard that lately. It's kind of like a whiny call, and I like it a lot. It's kind of like a lonesome hen. What's the hum that you do when you call? I was always taught to say hoot, but I'll make a video on it here after the season's over. I have time to do that. But I think it's about time for me to shut this thing down. I've been on here for an hour already, which is nuts. But I don't know. We'll just have to see what the next few days have in store for us. It's raining right now and just kind of crappy weather out there. I would hate my life if I was hunting right now. Cold and wet. But yeah, let me know if you guys want to see another live stream here eventually. I always forget that I can do this, but we'll see. For those of you guys who don't know, the next video will be up tomorrow. Today's Sunday, so tomorrow. Tomorrow we'll have a goose hunting video for you. So I'm gonna get off here and go take a growler and finish up my laundry. So it's been good, guys. I'll catch up with you on Monday.